Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. We are having a Viva La Dirt League watch party, which is what we love to do here, especially with their Azram campaign. We are on episode 136 today. If you are interested, check out that link right there. If you're live, go check that out. You will start your adventures in Azram there. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go to our description and hit this playlist. It's doing very well. I appreciate all the help from everybody. It is very nice to see our adventuring party grow. Coco says she's making chicken tender burger for lunch. All right. That sounds delicious. I had chicken today, Coco. Now let's see where we were.
What have you just agreed
What have you
to do?
done?
Just took some drugs.
You idiot! But in the morning you are tasked with starting this custodiate, smuggling, planting, framing business.
Yes.
Oh, we're putting all the shit into our horsepower. So genius, I like it.
Yeah, welcome to Australia.
We don't know specifically where we're going to be smuggling stuff. We're trying to figure that out.
Correct.
Right?
Okay, you'll go invisible. Then I'll throw you over the barbed wire and hopefully you make it. We need you to scout. We want to know the layout of this place and we want to know if you can see anywhere where they store their smuggled items.
Gold, weapons, drugs,
That's it, isn't it?
magical
Steel,
items.
magical items.
Erangel steel.
Oh man, this can it?
I should have written it down. What else was there?
What can we just
we
make
asked.
it 3 places? Don't make it that many places.
There's not necessarily that many places. We just need to know where those things are.
Yeah.
They could all be in one place.
Okay.
Drugs, weapons, potion, elven wine, whiskey, and spices,
Yep.
steel
Wine, whiskey,
ingots,
spices.
jewellery, and gold.
Jewelry, gold.
But the jewellery and gold, you're assuming, will possibly be in the centre?
Bob needs to pop back 3. Take it out. Pop back 3.
Take it out.
That's my horse pocket.
And then, much like we learned, I go
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
Bob.
no Heimlich maneuver.
No Heimlich maneuver.
All right. So he goes inside with those.
Yeah, but I say, and you're not to attack anything.
There it is.
You're not to kill
So I was
anything.
like,
You're just scouting, all right? And if you
Okay.
come back, I've got this head of a mouse you can eat.
Very good.
And I have a quill and ink, and Bob you're going to describe to me as he's doing this what the hell's going on. I'm drawing.
There's like a building bit,
I was going to say, there's a serious game of telephone going on.
and it's like,
I can imagine the sketch is just like a square with like 2 lines on it, and he's like, I don't
You're like,
I don't know what you want.
some dogs,
What do you
I
want from
think.
me? What do
it's
you
kind of like that
There's a
thing
guy.
where you try and like draw on someone's back, and they try and draw.
Yeah.
All right,
that's what's
so
Well, do you want to draw
Would
that?
you? And then it'd be like that Pictionary game where you're blind drawing
Yeah,
because he's
exactly.
looking at something else while he's drawing it. All right, the premise, blah, blah, blah. We've gone over that bit. The warehouse. All right, so the first thing you see is he walks straight past the guard. Guard's just like reading a book or something. Correct time, go. Doing his tap dancing. He gets in there easy peasy. It's mostly just stonework floor so that they can like have wagons coming in and out as needed. No dirt or mud around.
Good.
He heads straight to the biggest building, the warehouse. You can see that there's one large front door and a smaller door on either side of it.
Okay, question to everybody watching on YouTube and here. How many of you in this situation where you're trying to, swap you're basically trying to blackmail this group here, would you go in and would you actually take from this warehouse? Put a 1 if you would have the loot lust and take something from the warehouse while you're doing this. This is an interesting question. I wonder if this is even being thought about by our party right now. But like, as they have to frame, what's the name of this family? The Blade Songs are trying to blackmail or frame. They're trying to frame. What's the name from Straya? What's the name of this family? The Custodiates. Yes, the Custodiates. And they're sending in their little demon, Wotsit, in there to scout. Eric says 0 for me, 2 lawful. Look at Eric, man. Eric, you are awesome, dude. Eric is super lawful. Yeah, Ellie's family.
Eric, Eric,
It's a saint.
Eric.
saint. He's a saint. How many though? Is there anybody in here? 0 for me too, says Maddie. Oh, so there's no thieves here. There's no rogues or no thieves. Interesting.
It's about 30 feet. Sorry, 2 doors on either side of it. It's about 30 feet tall. I've lost my place.
I like that.
About 30 feet
Look at
tall.
this chat. Can we just hear it for this awesome chat right now? Look at everybody. This is DG360 community. I'm hanging out with the good guys. That's awesome.
All about 60 feet wide and about 150 feet long, so it's quite a long building.
Is it possible for him to get in it?
Mostly looking like
I'm
it's made of
chaotic
wood.
good though.
As he gets
I am
closer, you
chaotic
can
good.
hear the sounds of people talking towards the back end of the building between the 2 rear doors. But no sounds coming from the front half of the building. What do you want to do?
Oh boy.
What do you want to make him do? Because you can take
quite the
control of him, I
predicament.
think, or you can
I can telepath him.
You telepath him and give him
Probably
commands
go
as you're going.
Yeah. So I say, is there a way for you to get inside? Are you able to get inside?
The doors are currently all closed. He hasn't tried them to see if they're open, but
What's going on? What's going on, Bob?
You can knock on the door.
Straight up, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so now I've got a feeling of dread, like they are going to totally botch this up. Don't spoil me, but now all of a sudden I'm feeling like they're going to botch this up.
Knock on the door.
Well, what about windows? Can you climb up to look inside? a
No,
window?
genuinely, I think
No
knock on the
windows.
door.
Because if somebody comes and opens it and knock a door right.
Yeah, all right. It. Knock on the door.
All right. Which the
a good
Say
idea.
window first.
Kira says
the
just
big
wait.
main
Well,
door
go
or one
to
of the
where the
4
people
Dragon
sides?
says what? Why would
go,
you think that?
Go around to
No.
one of the side doors.
He goes down towards the left side door and he scratches on the door. It doesn't take long before the door opens and Wotsit can scramble in invisible.
Yeah.
I'll have you roll a stealth check for Wotsit. He has advantage. And then use Wotsit's stats.
Is that a 16?
10, I think.
You need to get more readable dice.
18.
18 plus stuff is plenty enough to beat their passive perception.
And it's invisible.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
exactly. It's just he is making sound on the ground.
No.
I think. He's
invisible, Rob.
singing and dancing.
Even his sound is invisible.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Sound is usually invisible. He heads into this.
It's super invisible now.
He heads into this room and sees a bar. It is it's sort of a back room of this warehouse that's been converted into a sort of tavern, as it were. He walks in to see. Oh, we're gonna have a fight. Yes.
It's just Watson in the fight.
He walks in through these doors.
Well, thank you
Walks
for
in
being
through
on
these doors,
this
up
one,
some stairs.
Dragons.
Off to his left, he can see that there's a little bit of a raised area, kind of like there's a bit of an apron and a narrow stage. Bunch of
By the way, I absolutely love this table. Is there anybody else who likes this table or even perhaps loves it? Put a 1 if anybody loves this table in here. Am I the only one that loves the table?
tables around, bar off to his right, and some seating tables over to the far corner. This door would lead through to the rest of the long warehouse bit, and this is the one opposite. This is the back.
Bob, how many people are in there?
What's
I'll
it looks
put it
around?
on, 'cause I think I love the table.
No one looking through his eyes.
Yeah, totally.
12.
All right. There
I
are now
don't know.
12 people in here. Hope I've brought enough
love when
minis.
I answer my
Heavily armed.
Oh, look about level 20.
What about level 20?
Giant cyborg mages.
Oh,
So
no.
once it enters the tavern, it's mostly empty,
Except for like 50 guards, right?
yeah, sure. There's 50
you,
guards in
Dragons,
there.
thank you.
Thankfully, they're not too.
And the 50 guards have laser beams. All of them have laser guns.
Yeah,
They've got laser
they've
guns.
got laser guns.
And then there's giant demon lords they're spewing out demon
Demon juice. Demon smoke juice.
Sure.
Smoke juice.
Yeah.
and other things that that really would negatively affect us.
Yes.
Damn it. Come on, Greg. What? Oh.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Oh my God. I just can't. I'm bringing this back.
Negative things. Negative affecting things.
I'll take it. No, he just sees like 3 people in there at the moment. One guy's standing behind the bar, another one's sitting at the bar talking, and the guy who opened the door.
Cool.
All young men, all elven, all criminally kind of looking dudes, rough housey kind of
All
dudes.
going.
They've all got eye patches and scars. Every one of them.
I reckon continue on. This might be the place to put the alcohol and the herbs. Potentially not. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I don't know.
Heads, little scrabbly stone feet across the stonework. Thankfully, they're making enough noise amongst themselves that it doesn't get heard with that stealth check. Heads through this door and into a
I feel like we need to put the
warehouse.
stuff where people aren't, right? Because if you put them here where people are, they'd just be like, wait, what?
Yeah,
And they would see us.
and they'd see
potentially.
us. Yeah.
That's the main thing. Is
But
seeing,
what I'm just,
seeing us
I mean, we could.
Oh
make,
yeah, what's can't do that.
we could make them move on.
He's just scouting at this stage.
Yeah.
There you go. You see the entirety of the building now. In this building, he sees this is quite
A
clearly
big
the
sign that
warehouse.
says smuggled weapons here.
Smuggled weapons
Smuggled
go here.
gold
Smuggled
here.
gold goes over here.
Man, they're so
how
good
did
at
you know?
organization. Thank you, custodians.
All right. There's a lot to see in this room, so have him make an investigation check. Actually, we'll make it your perception check.
Sweet.
Which is really good.
Definitely wasn't a nat one.
That was for the other one. So
Definitely.
It
So
doesn't matter.
Wotsit gets an investigation of nat 1, but
But that's
you,
Wotsit, so
looking
doesn't
through his eyes, get a perception of
15 plus something.
15 plus stuff. All right.
Perception of plus 10, so 25.
Okay.
Jesus, you have to
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo.
Oh, that's about
Yeah, Bo. I've got insight and perception plus 10 and sleight of hand and stealth plus 11.
Shut up! It's too high.
Yeah.
Rogues are
Bob's
meant to
pretty
be
handy now.
rogues are meant to be really good at the things they're good
We're
at.
just not used to him being good.
Not used to him doing it because of you might not realize he has a plus 11 because he usually gets around the mid-teens with that.
He usually gets 12.
I'm like, I got a 14, yay. All right.
Damn, some
That
Bob shade being
is this
thrown
one.
around.
That's
Bob
the wrong
shade.
house. Here we go. So you see around the place.
So, because Wotsit got a natural 1, he just walks up and faces a wall. I'm like,
and you with your 25 can see a hell of a lot of detail.
it's like it's a slightly moist, and I can just see in the reflection of it.
I can see everything.
I can see everything.
And I see
Moist.
All right.
I've seen everything.
You see a bunch of stuff that's not important that I won't draw attention to, like just crates and barrels and things. The things that catch your eye with your perception are a series of black onyx statuettes of various animals across one of the shelves.
Okay.
You see that in a corner underneath this shelf over there is like a dog cage, like a huge dog cage, and in that is an elven child.
Jesus.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark.
Free the
You also
child.
see that there is a.
Forgot about that.
as he walks. Oh yeah, this is family that smuggle people.
Human trafficking. Whoops.
Wow.
He wanders down the front and up onto this little ramp up here, and you can see that in that far corner closest to Rowan, that seems to be a tool shed / weapon room. There is a bunch of weapon racks and things in there.
Here or here?
In that little room in the corner, yeah.
Okay.
So he pokes his head in that little bit and sees a bunch of tools, bunch of equipment, and a bunch of weapons as well. And then out of there and into this one over here, it's kind of like a janitor's closet, kind of like a cleaning closet. There's a sink in there. There's a couple other things.
Okay, not important. Are there any people in this warehouse?
Not currently. No,
Apart from slaves, obviously.
not currently. Yeah,
Slaves who don't care.
they're not people.
I'm thinking, well, I want to enter this way because there's people over there.
Yeah.
So let's have a little scout here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just seeing if I've forgotten anything. I don't believe I've forgotten anything. That's with a 25. That's
It's just,
everything.
I keep thinking while I'm listening to this and Rob is explaining everything in this warehouse, how amazingly angelic everybody is right now on the live show. Nobody right now has any loot lust. Well, I'm just like, wow, that's just not one of you. Amazing.
Note that you have. Eventually, he spent like a good 10 minutes, at least 15 minutes of like wandering around doing all this stuff to make sure he's checked everything out.
Yep.
Now, can I just make a quick
Are
observation?
these to outside or are these?
That's to the outside, yeah.
That's
that's-
Oh, it's time for a little bit of that loot lust polka. Thank you, let's go, thank you. Oh my God! Pepe Dragon come out in full force with 10 subs. Holy shit. Thank you so much, let's go, and thank you, Eric, for those 10 community subs, man. Woo! Gifts for everybody. You get a gift, and 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 I get a gift. His name is Eric. Saint Eric is my gift. Thank you so much.
Those are the
We haven't found spots for gold.
Yeah,
the other two buildings.
I want to just a quick observation, a little hypothesis here. If we, in theory, just kind of found a way to just dump it all just anywhere, what's wrong with that?
If you
They will go like, what the f?
Two Erics?
But they'll
Oh my
probably go,
goodness,
huh,
let's go.
well, they're not going to immediately.
These people will go like, what the f is all this? And they'll get rid of it. Or they'll
What if we
hide
hide
it
it in
or
a barrel or something?
Are they that smart?
But then if we hide in a barrel, it will
Saint
look planted
Eric's.
to the authorities.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like the main thing is that then you tip off the authorities. The authorities come and raid the building. They see a bunch of stuff that's been
Random
stolen,
one
just
thing,
like anything, and
they're
they go,
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think this is how the custodians would store it. They wouldn't just put
Something
10,000 gold,
Like the
steal,
detectives.
I
drugs.
think
Like
my point is
the
it's just the
sanguine guards-
custodian's word against.
I feel like they would though if they stole them all in one.
the sanguine guards, like the cops, essentially would turn up and be like, "You're a bad guy. Yeah, see, you got evidence," and they'll arrest them. But like detectives will go, "Something feels wrong here.
Okay,
Something
okay,
feels
yeah,
fishy,"
yeah.
and they'll look into it. And
I mean, if you
I'll
say
drop
so,
it. I'll drop
you're
it.
And Rob's
you're
the one that's
DM,
saying so.
I am giving you the challenge that you need
that's
to
what
plant
Rob's
these things
saying,
in the
but
right
let's see
place.
what the detectives say.
All right, continue.
All right, we need to search the rest of the place.
Okay.
So,
Oh wait, there's something through this room?
these are all side doors to the outside.
Oh, sorry,
this
okay,
is the
so this is the
entirety
whole
of the
building.
warehouse building.
So far, weapons.
Yeah.
What else? Sorry.
Slave child.
Slave child. Yep.
That's it, really.
I'll say that you also find
Ominous onyx statues.
Oh my God, my dad ears are picking up a siren in the background there in New Zealand. Isn't that crazy? Unless that's here. That might be here. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, those also caught your attention. And
We can't do a spellcasting check through his eyes, can we?
through him.
Damn.
Okay, so that's the only real concrete thing is weapons. Okay.
You'll find that the Erangel steel would go in this warehouse as well.
Go.
This steel
Okay.
ingots.
I'm going to write this down because this will be important shortly.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think this map's been placed down here for any particular reason.
No.
Go.
With all of the crates and barrels and sacks and things, the food and wine might fit in here as well.
Yeah.
The food, wine, the spices, and the whiskey and stuff might be in
Okay,
here.
well,
You might have to check what's in the barrels and things once
Yep.
you get in there to see if any of it's alcohol or whatever. Cool.
Cool.
He is getting out of the place, but all the doors are closed still. So what's he doing?
Same way to get out, I guess.
He explodes. No. That's a good question, actually.
I reckon he just goes
Make an intelligence check for me as Bob.
1.
1,000,000. 16. 0. So 16.
You think about he explodes, and then you go, "Oh, I can."
You know what the funny thing that I just realized? I don't know if I've realized this before, but Erangel, isn't that a map on PUBG? And they named the steel Erangel Steel because they do PUBG. I just put that together right now. I'm a little slow, sorry.
And then you can dismiss him wherever you want, and then reappear
Yeah.
him next to you. So you can just get him out of there if you want.
Yeah. I genuinely was thinking
There,
that. Because I still need
there
him.
are other places.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
expedience,
but he can just
But I
bring
can
him out
just go-
and send him back in again.
for expedience, can we just kind of go? What's it? Kind of just he explores everything. So we
No,
there
we
are
need to get him
dangers
into
to
the other
doing
buildings.
so. Because
we
of
need to
stealth
just
checks and
notice
stuff,
that.
there is a chance.
All right,
that
I'm
I'm
just
sure I
aware
had
that
to
this
have
is kind
noticed
of
that
like
before.
He explores that part. Cool.
he
Explores that part.
it was because he rolled
It
well on
could turn out
stealth.
poorly, though.
He rolled well on
Okay,
stealth
okay.
until he wasn't seen.
Yeah, if
But
I had
there are
got a
dangers
nat
to
1
doing
on
so.
stealth, they would have heard him and squished him or something.
Okay.
Okay, so I do go, oh, fuck it, and I get him to look around. I'm like, oh, fuck it. Sorry, Wotsit. And he goes, a little puddle of viscera just goes,
That's it.
So he was invisible.
Oh wait,
and then suddenly out of thin
rewind.
air.
He goes, "Can we do it in a corner or something?" So then I just find a puddle of viscera.
all right, Wotsit, it's time for you to go away. And you know what that means. Yes, a very horrible, painful death. It's the only way.
Whoa! You don't have to kill him.
Yes, I do. I don't want him here.
No, you just magically make him disappear, you idiot. He goes into a pocket dimension or something.
What are you talking about? He's not magic. He's a real thing.
It totally looks like Winnie. Totally looks like Christy's cat Winnie. I'm going to let her know. I can't believe I haven't noticed the resemblance before. This is totally Winnie.
He is actual magic. It's like Find Familiar. He just goes away and you can summon him somewhere else.
I think I know my own demon child, all right? Now, Wotsit, are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Oh!
Fuck! Oh my god! Oh,
Sorry,
oh,
I'm
God.
sorry, son.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we wow. Looking at him trying not to laugh. Hold on, man. I gotta rewind this. What? The only thing out of character is Bob apologizing, says Maddie.
All right, and what's it?
I think you're right. I think Maddie's right. We do need a slow-mo on this. Pepe, can we please get a slow-mo? Slow-mo. We'll go with half speed here.
Ready? I'm coming. Here we go.
Oh my god! Oh!
Sorry.
Oh no!
Sorry, son.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Oh god!
And now he won't die.
Oh! God, Bob!
Wow.
Go.
Wow. Let's hear for that slow-mo brought to us by Maddie. Good slow-mo. Oh God, get it off slow-mo, please, Pepe. Please.
Alive. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
That slow-mo brought to us by Maddie.
Brains.
You're a horrible monster. And he's a horrible monster.
He is a horrible little monster, isn't he?
I thought he just disappeared into a pocket dimension, but you're saying he dies and it's
rewind a thing we can always do.
Right.
Rewind.
The second
It's a thing when it hasn't quite officially.
Yeah, when it hasn't
there's this
officially
little,
happened.
there's this little grey area.
It's like when you send an
retract.
email and it
Yeah.
gives you that 30-second window where you can just undo.
What does he look like?
Okay,
What-
sweet,
when he
Maddie.
just explodes,
I'm just
like-
worried about Viscera being on the
All right.
Yeah,
Hey,
totally.
I go. All right. What's it? Can you just go behind that crate? Check what's behind that crate
Well,
for
no,
a second.
Bob just said he goes into a
He
pocket
doesn't
dimension.
have to
No.
explode, Ben.
No.
Bob, Ben.
He's my demon, son.
Okay.
Just walk into the fireplace.
I admire the
Oh, wait, come out the chimney. Come out the chimney.
Could
Yeah, and he's a demon, so he's like fire invulnerable.
think so.
Go out the chimney.
Sure. So I go, all right, and I'm about to explode, and I go, wait. It's your lucky day, Wotsit.
because he knew what was happening. Father, please.
Please don't. It hurts so bad.
That's so much, Father. Shut up. Wotsit. I'm like, all right, run into the fire
Okay, that's better.
and run up the chimney.
One more stealth check as he re-enters the room with people in it.
Please. for the
He has
love of
advantage because he's invisible.
God. Six.
6.
6 plus his dexterity.
3.
Alright, so with a 9, that is not enough to beat their passive perception.
As he dies, he goes,
Actively,
the Selwyn family send their regards.
He comes to.
I just love the visual of thin air and then just and it's like
You're
it's
seeing-
just matte
You're
like,
seeing,
like blood
you're seeing through
exploding
his
from nothing.
eyes.
What is that?
You're seeing through his eyes as he scampers across the tiles of this tavern, and out the peripheral of his eyes, you're pretty sure that you see somebody at the bar turn and look in his direction because of the sound he's making, and then there's kind of a movement of the flames as he jumps onto the coals, and then scampers up the chimney and out the top.
Finds a grate at the top. No, Father, I can see. No.
I can still find a way.
Suddenly the flames are.
Did
Did
Wotsit or us notice that he got noticed?
He noticed that.
Yeah.
What's up,
I
Ginger?
reckon
Oh
you should send him back
no.
down just to see what they're doing, because if they're
You can always
walking
be in our
there,
Discord, Ginger,
we're
if
a
you
little
need
bit-
to know. Our bot always notifies,
pop his
so
head
just
back
head
up?
in that
Yeah.
Discord if you're not there already,
Fine.
Ginger.
He's all diligent and shit.
You know,
Pop
so
mentions
just
to
to,
the rest of them.
to recap, you could have just made him wherever he was just disappear.
Good to see
and,
ya.
and we could move on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Storytelling.
But I'm having fun playing around with Wotsit.
Yeah. He's having fun playing D&D. That's what it's all about.
Right.
So you describe what's just out. Oh, I think he got noticed.
Yeah.
And so
And
Wotsit
Baradun
comes
goes,
back down the chimney,
let's be
sticks his head out the bottom of the chimney, and sees that they're just like investigating the bottom of the chairs and things. They obviously heard a rat of some kind, they think, and they're just like looking for it. It doesn't seem like there's an issue of any kind.
Right, okay,
sweet.
continue.
Okay, so he crawls back up out the chimney.
Oh, speaking of rats, I should mention with a 25 perception before, you did see that there are vermin in the warehouse as well.
Yeah,
Just
right.
small mice and rats and things.
So you could have exploded them.
Out the chimney, he starts to investigate the rest. He sees that the annex building is about 60 feet wide, about 25 feet deep, and 20 feet tall, mostly made of corrugated Erangel steel. And there is a window and a door to this one. The door is closed, and he scrabbles up onto the window ledge, invisible, and looks in, and sees that there is a woman behind a desk in there. It's decorated very much like an office. Desk, chair, cabinets, minor decoration around the place. Carpet.
Is that the entire building?
Simple stuff. That's the entire building. There's only one room to it.
Can
you do not see any safes in there.
And then there's one more building?
And then there is one smaller building that was more permanent,
Let's go to that. Doesn't sound like there's anything in that one.
For that one, he wanders over to the smaller building. Make a perception check through his eyes as you get closer.
19 plus 10, 29.
All right, you can see through his eyes and hear through his ears. Right?
Thank you. If you guys want to follow along with our playlist, Daft just pinned it to our live
As you're getting closer, you can hear the sounds of animals in this building. Dingoes, it sounds like.
Bloody dingoes. Are there any babies in there?
He can get closer and see if the dingoes are eating a baby.
Right. Okay.
No,
so get closer.
The dingo stole some babies.
Stole some babies.
And the babies
I thought his dingoes ate my babies.
See if he can look through a window or anything.
No windows in this particular one, but he can tell that it's a kennel of sorts.
Okay, sweet.
Alright. So we.
Alright.
So this is the only building of any real significance.
You can also tell with the 29 that not only can you hear the sounds of dingoes, but they are getting more frantic as you're getting closer. It seems like they have smelt him.
Right.
And
all right. Pull back. What's a pull back? I can smell
as he starts to pull back, the door opens, and you see an elven woman come to the door. She's looking out. She's definitely like the dog trainer, essentially, of these dingoes.
Thank you for coming back, bro.
Looking around to be like, they usually like this when there's an intruder or something.
Right.
She's looking for him, but obviously doesn't see him.
What's it just freezes?
Listen, Nikki, you are freaking fantastic. Nikki has now watched this 6 times. She's watching it because she loves me. And Nikki, thank you. I love you too. She's the manager.
Nikki, the manager, she's managing you. She's managing me, she's managing everyone. She's managing 3 streams at the same
She's managing
time.
4.
She's Nikki, the manager.
Pepe, she was managing 4 streams tonight, and so was Dragons. Yeah, 4 streams at the same time. I know it's a record. Let's hear it for Nikki. I mean, my God. And Dragons. I don't know how they keep that straight. 4 streams.
And did you see a shed full of dingoes?
That's crazy. I don't know how you girls do it.
Not bad, guys. Not bad. Not bad. Very good, actually.
What can you see?
There's a big warehouse.
Okay, the warehouse, good. He'll need to go into that.
There's some guards.
Guards, okay, radio.
There's an office.
Office, okay, we'll have to check that.
There's a big shed full of dogs, full of dingoes, I think.
A shed full of dingoes?
What's that? What's that?
There's a big like kennel or a shed. It's full of dingoes.
So I guess you could say that sheds dingo.
What do you...
That is really funny, actually. Oh my God.
Well, I guess yes.
The shed has got dingoes in it.
So that sheds dingo.
What do you mean by that?
Is that a reference I'm not getting? Like, what's going on?
Is that something that you've seen on a cool T-shirt or something?
I'm just saying that sheds dingo. I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, that would be a cool T-shirt, Bodger.
That sheds dingo.
I suppose it would be. You'd have a dingo on it.
Look at that.
I'll give it.
That was a good one.
That's pretty good.
That sheds dingo.
I'll give you a hero point.
Is that inspiration?
I think we won the game.
Yeah, inspiration.
I think we won.
No,
Such a
one
ham.
hero point wins the game.
Says the ham.
You won D&D.
I've already got inspiration.
That is everything to.
So we,
Need
to
to
be
start
honest,
using.
this has not been. I mean, it's been reasonably useful, but we haven't found where the gold and
Drugs.
drugs go.
And, yeah.
There's a all of the buildings that you can see as Wotsit.
Maybe
behind the bar.
Could be that
I quickly just turned to Fib and be like, do they have other bases of operations? Have we not found...
they definitely said, they were very clear that this is
where on earth would they be keeping
There
golden
might be
drugs?
trapdoors and stuff in there, maybe. That Wotsit.
Well, yeah, that Wotsit can't.
Maybe.
Or
we might need to go in and go.
we might need to crack up. We also might.
I activate my.
I see Bodger do that. Bodger sees the rest of you doing like magic things and goes.
Look, guys, I see what you guys are doing. It's not that hard.
Or Rob was saying we might need to crack open some things that could just be in crates that we need to check out.
Yeah.
So I think
but the gold might be in the office. Maybe. I don't know.
So far, the only thing that seems concrete is weapons go here.
Weapons, and then probably crates
Some
and
random
barrels
stuff
and
in here, just kind of place it around. the place.
Weapons and then steel was in there as well.
Steel?
And maybe food and wine. But we still
barrels and stuff.
I'll say as well, Wotsit didn't go downstairs in the bar, so we can. He goes back into the place, knocks on the door again.
Like, what the fuck is going?
This time they're listening out for ratty scrabblings and stuff. So make another stealth check with disadvantage. With advantage again, because
rolls are
again in case it's a crit.
Bad rolls, mate.
Bad, mate.
Not bad.
For Wotsit.
When he rolls for Wotsit, his rolls seem to be very good.
Yeah.
Great.
19.
19. Sweet. 19 plus stuff for
19
Wotsit
plus
stealth
3
is fine.
22.
Actually, no, one of them got a 19 plus their modifier, so they're probably going to see you. What's its stealth modifier?
3, didn't you say?
It's because that's Dex, right?
Yeah, dexterity based.
Skills stealth plus
Right,
5.
Maddie.
There you go. So he's got a 24.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
so
24.
that's
Okay.
what it is.
Yeah, Wotsit says stealth plus 5.
They definitely hear him, but because their perception was very close to that, but not enough to pinpoint his exact location. They hear him come in, and you hear through his ears somebody go, "Hello, rats." Sorry, no, not Cockney. Australia, mate. Australian, yeah. Are these bloody rats turning invisible now? Something.
They're all as triggered NPCs being.
What's that in?
What's that in? What's that in?
What's that
What's
in?
that? What's that in? What's that in, mate?
Australia.
Bloody,
What's that then?
What's that then? What's that then?
what's that in?
Oh, bloody hell.
straight.
Stone the flame cries.
Australian, mate. These bloody vermin turning invisible. It's bloody. How are we going to get those ones now? Should we get invisible cats? They definitely are aware of something invisible, and that might increase chances that they'll put some sort of safety nets in place to deal with invisible creatures. But for now, at least, he heads down the stairs, and he can see that there is a lab downstairs. It is a laboratory.
Drugs.
It is a laboratory and a tinkering workshop in one.
As their drugs.
I mean, he looks around the place. It's pretty big. It's about 60 feet by 60 feet, same as one of these maps, coincidentally.
That's weird.
What a weird coincidence.
And he...
It's good this entire world is made of grids.
Yeah, just everything is in exact, perfect right angles.
It's great. It naturally grows.
He sees that there are two people in there currently tinkering away. One person's a gnome with like some big like tinkering goggles on with like...
Are they going to bring it out on their main channel, or is it only for Viva
really
Plus?
Close, tinkering with something metal. The other person is an alchemist doing some potions brewing stuff with all these weird spirally flasks and things. Definitely would be a place that you would put drugs probably. You can't see any right now, but...
Smart.
Blackish sludge and greyish stuff and...
Happy days. So it's literally just the gold that we're missing currently as to where to put that.
So either behind the bar or the office.
Hopefully a crate.
He also can tell, banging down in this lab, that actually make an investigation check using Bob's investigation.
17.
Nice. And a roll for
You're
this.
doing well.
Good
This is better than
scouting.
this is better than old mate's treehouse. Jesus Christ.
Anything.
Just existing.
17 plus 4, 21.
Nice. All right. You get indication.
Everything's coming up, Bob.
You get indication until it actually starts. This is just the scouting. Once you actually start, everything
perfectly, and then I'm just going to burst through the doors, trip over, fall on my own sword, bleed to death.
Oh my god!
And that's the end of Bob.
There are small hints
Sandra
around.
pops up out of the crate. Oh fuck!
They were smuggling me. I asked for it.
Yeah, exactly.
There are small indications around the lab that it was ransacked a few months ago, and they're in the process of rebuilding it. That it was potentially destroyed or broken up. Like you can see that there's like a big crate of just like broken lab equipment and stuff, and there's not that many Bunsen burners and beakers and things around the place. They're rebuilding and reusing.
Does that mean that planting finished drugs there might still be suspicious?
Yeah, potentially.
All right.
Okay.
That's all you're gonna get from his little scouting mission. So, bamfing back to you. And this is where I'm going to mix things up a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially turn this into a reverse heist. Because you're going in to plant things rather than steal things, it's basically a heist mission, but in reverse. And how I like to run heists is...
Can we edit this like Ben's like robber thing and board?
I knew I had to get the drugs and the gold and the weapons in there. This is how we had to do it.
Yeah.
Well... Yeah. That's pretty much how I like to run heists, because you don't watch a heist movie and like see them prepping and then doing the thing. You just see them doing the thing and then they have flashbacks to how they prepped for it.
Right.
Yeah, so what you're going to do is each individually you're going to tell me how you prepared for your reverse heist, one thing you did. You can roll one relevant skill check. Based on your skill check you get a number of heist tokens, which you can then use when you come up against the challenge. You can then use that to flash back to how did you prepare for this particular challenge.
So, I knew that they were going to...
All right, I don't want to get spoiled. Listen, thank you for watching tonight. If you're on YouTube, definitely like and share. Save this series because we are going to be finishing it. We're going the whole way through. We're on this was episode 136. I think they're on like 200 and something, so we're going to keep going. Burning the midnight oil. Thank you so much for being here. And I can't wait to see you all next week. Try and get here live if you're watching on YouTube and say hi to everybody on the live stream.